Oh, hey guys. Sorry, I didn't realize I started the video. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you very much for your subscriptions. Sorry, I am running behind this morning. This is the daily forecast. You guys know the rules. Let's just get straight into the video because I am way behind. It's just crazy. The dog keeps throwing up. She threw up in the bed. She peed in the bed of my oldest bulldog, and I'm not sure what's going on with her. She's throwing up like yellow liquid. It's not like really her food. It's more like a yellowy substance, and it's happening like every night now. And yesterday during the day, and I'm just kind of nervous. So I'm cleaning up after her this morning. And she's getting old, and she's on medicine and all that stuff. And I'm just worried for her. So let's see what's going on with the cards today. And you guys know that you can use these videos whenever you need to, whenever they come across your screen. So don't take it like the date that it is the actual date that you have to use it for. Interesting that we have, this is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands always signifies sort of having learned a lesson through hardship, I think, just from the traditional meaning. And I kind of like this because even though the candelabra or the chandelier has fallen, the lights are still lit on it, right? The candlelight is still lit on it. And this person is walking away and they're protected like with that umbrella, right? So in essence, we've learned something here in all of the sort of, I don't know, the the challenges that we faced recently, right? The fire isn't out. We have the emotions of the water all around the chandelier, but the flames are not out on the candles. Does that make sense? So in essence, we may have been through some emotional situations or some hardships, but we still have that fire burning within us and we're able to walk away smarter, wiser, more protected. Nines indicate personal closure with a situation, right? And that's us making that decision to have taken the lessons learned, taken the lump, so to speak, and put them to good work, put them to our advantage or use them to our advantage to make them like increase our knowledge base rather than just repeat the process over again. Does that make sense? Now, we've seen some emotional cards, but we've also seen some analytical cards. Wands being that of spirit means that this information to me has been taken in very deeply and rooted into like maybe who we are now, what we know to be true. We're not necessarily going to say fall for it again, right? And so it's not really a bad thing. We have that High Priestess card yesterday. We also have that Seven of Swords underneath this, which is that sort of liar, cheater, betrayal energy. This reading, by the way, I'm sort of all backwards today, sorry, is for Wednesday the 17th, which would be bringing us into the midweek. So that Seven of Swords energy, if we're looking at some sort of situation where we've been wronged, we've actually been righted in a weird way with this Nine of Wands because it shows us it's like made us more intelligent. It's made us more capable. It's made us more adept, maybe a bit more cautious, a little bit more protective of ourselves. But in doing that, we're wiser, right? I'm not necessarily saying that we should be okay with the liar, cheater, stealer, or the wrongs that have been done. But, we can, instead of dwelling in the, oh my God, how I've been wronged, dwell in, okay, what have I learned from this? What can I take? What's the takeaway from this, right? And then to walk away from it, walking out into the water through our emotions and processing it all, but also understanding we have this protection from further emotion falling upon us, right? Which would be that umbrella. So I do sort of like that and the light is not out, right? The fire was not extinguished, right? So if they didn't achieve their goal or whatever is going on within this Seven of Swords situation that could be going on around us, did not completely take us out of the game. Here is the card, Soar. I love it. High up and above towards the light of the sun, above those beautiful flowers. So even though this person is walking away, Sora indicates to me that we can walk away with some pride, with our dignity, with our self-respect, knowing maybe we did the right thing, knowing that this will lead us on to bigger and better places, even if it doesn't feel like it right now, right? Because the Nine of Wands often indicates a person with like a bandage on their head, like You can see they've been wounded through their experience, but they've learned from that experience. So, Sword to me said, don't worry, guys. We're in the process of sort of taking wherever that wound was, that harm, that betrayal, that situation, in whatever way it manifests in our life, and using it to our advantage. Our advantage will grow, is how I feel. Like, I feel like this is the initial walk away, and then we begin to soar up above and beyond whatever the initial wrongdoing was, or wherever it, festered underneath stuff. Does that make sense? Now, here is the grounding stone. This is a principle we want to ground in. This is tiger's eye. Very grounding stone. The word, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it's generosity. Be kind to yourself. Be generous to yourself. Don't ridicule yourself or judge yourself if you've gotten taken in or swindled. If somebody's taken advantage, that, remember, it says more about them than it does about you. Right? If somebody's treated you poorly or in the wrong, it says more about who they are rather than about who you are. What it might say about who you are is that you're trusting, that you're compassionate, that you're, maybe potentially a little bit naive, but that's okay. We need more, not necessarily naive people in the world, but people that, take people at face value. If those people abuse that, it says more about their character than it does about ours. And we need to remember that. So be generous with yourself during this process as you're making this transition away from whatever this situation is that's not working for you, right? Away from whatever the situation that brought you harm or pain or sadness, and understanding that we don't have to necessarily just live in and stay stuck in that pain and sadness. We can actually take that experience and use it and turn it into wisdom, knowledge, and better prepare ourselves to soar out into the next chapter, the next experience, the next relationship. Whatever's out there for us, right? Generosity would also indicate just kind of being, open to the ideas that maybe things happen for a reason, right? And things, there's this idea that I have this concept that I play around with, that nothing stays static, or nothing like, nothing avoids ending, nothing avoids death in the universe, including, in the natural world, in relationships, human beings, everything sort of dies at some point. And so if something has to die off here, because that's kind of a little bit of the Nine of Wands energy too, I get with that walking away and also the bird flying off. If something's coming to an end for some of us, let it do so with dignity. And that's sort of that generosity. Like, instead of holding your adversary or your thief, whoever your Seven of Swords thing is, right? Your person, your betrayal, your situation. Instead of trying to hold them to blame and prove your point, be generous to yourself and be kind to them and just let them go. Move on to bigger and better things is sort of the message that I'm getting from this card today. That is your forecast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Sorry it's so quick, but I am running behind. Have a great day, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.